Welcome back, guys. I'm Darren. I'm here with my friend Zoheb.
Hi.
And we've just come to Beale Wildlife Park today. We've had an unexpected start today with some tickets for a train journey through the zoo, which I didn't even know they did. So we're going to do that possibly first thing. And we've noticed behind us these very cool monkey statues, all playing musical instruments of some sort. There's no sign to say what it's about, but I quite like the art installation. It's quite a lot of fun. Let's go see what's in the zoo. Right behind those statues, we've already skipped the train idea. We're winging this so much. There's a Japanese garden in a zoo. Like, we're not starting with animals. Sorry for anybody who came to this vlog to find animals. We're starting with a Japanese garden. But it looks very nice. I'm sure it'll look even better in the summer, but we will deal with the winter version. So it's only a small Japanese garden. I imagine in the summer when the flowers are actually out, it is gorgeous. Artistically, with the statues and the little ornaments and the bridges, it's still very pretty even this time of year. You've noticed the closed restaurant behind us with some statues of lions and a man riding a bull with a spear. I have no idea what that's about. I think a monk behind him. But yeah, we're now going to move on from their gardens and actually into the zoo and see some animals. Let's go!
Let's go!
Quick update. It's not a man, it's a woman, and it's one of the Valkyries. It's Norse. The wild horse of the Valkyrie is the name of the statue. I keep promising you guys animals, and I keep finding new statues.
Well, there is an animal.
Yeah, there is a lemur down there, yeah. But yeah, there's just statues of everything. And if we go over here, we've got some giraffe, got some monkeys in the tree, got some ostriches.
Make more decisions. Well, we've got ostriches.
Oh, I said, yeah, okay, I promised you animals. We have got emus over here. What are they, rheas?
They're real, they're real.
They're real rheas?
Oh my god, they're real. We have real animals in a zoo. Who
there
knew?
we go, we've actually got animals.
And we finally got...
Yeah, it took us a Japanese garden and a load of statues before we found one.
Yeah, it's like, who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu! Wait, is there an ostrich or an emu or something Pokemon? There isn't, is there?
I'm pretty sure there is. There's everything. Even
it's
books.
Bad I can't think now. If anyone out there knows of a Pokemon that's based on ostriches, emus or rheas, let us know. And we will feel ashamed that we didn't know it while we were stood here. We've seen two of these lemurs around the side now, so...
Well, let's find out how many you think. And by the end of the video, we'll have a count. Hopefully.
So that is... 2!
2!
I like that the information boards here all have how endangered, or least concerned some of them are. In fact, all but one of the birds in here is of least concern. These noisy fellas up here. The conures. We found ring-tailed lemurs, my favourite. So that's the vlog over and done with it, guys. I've seen my favourite animal. I'm going home now. What, you want to stay? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll stay.
That's just disappointment. Come
They've
on.
got quite a nice double enclosure, because we weren't sure what was in it at first. So they've got all of this here, and then it also goes into that enclosure there via a little tube going between the buildings. So it's quite a good size for a small animal like a lemur. I quite like that. I think it only contains ring-tailed lemurs, no others. We've got that little board down here. So one of the main draws to come to this zoo today was to see the Tyra, who's currently not out. I think we may keep her back to this enclosure appearance during the day in the hope of seeing it.
Hopefully.
I think this here might be its enclosure as well. I think it goes through inside. So I don't know how long it goes, but it's got quite a deep enclosure. If an animal's not very big, I think it might... I'm not going to get my hopes too high that we're going to see it. But we're going to keep trying. We just noticed at the bottom of the board there's a little QR code, which I just scanned. It takes you to the website with a load more information about the species on the board, which is really nice. We've got also got on here because a little small facts, diet, life expectancy. And it takes you to the website, which goes a lot more in depth about the animal. And quite a few of them seem to have it. So that is an amazing little add-on the zoo's doing to help teach people about the animals.
So, what we got here? Another one. So now we've got 3 so far. Let's see how much we can get.
We've just found out that that's Tyra enclosure, that's the Tyra enclosure, and so is that. So there's the chances in here, we're both increasing our chance of seeing it and decreasing our chance of seeing it because we've got so much to look at. That is very dense, that could be anywhere in there. It'll be a miracle if we see this today, but I really hope we do. It's a really nice enclosure though, it's so big. I like that a lot. That is very nice. And all these climbing frames around.
Yeah.
Like the fire hose at the back we can climb on. It's got 2 inside areas. A bit that's set back, a bit that's outside so it can get away. And a lot of vegetation to hide in. If it doesn't want to be with kids screaming or people banging on the glass, it can get away.
Yeah.
No, I really like that enclosure a lot.
Very respectful. Yeah.
And I think it looks quite new. I'm assuming it's a very new enclosure, looking at this woodwork.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty new kind of enclosure.
I like it a lot. So we've got another aviary here, and one thing I think I'm actually not as keen is the enclosures are mixed species, which is brilliant for enrichment, but they're mixed species across different countries. So we've got South America, Australia, Eastern Europe and Siberia. I'm not sure whether or not it's doing the aviaries for these birds are from Australia, these birds are from South America. The thing I find a little bit strange. The otter has a beautiful warm bath. So cute. And those otters have found something to play with. The otter enclosure also has this amazing bit of feeding enrichment right there. This little bamboo thing that you tip over to get the food out. I saw one of them using it before I got my camera out, so I just missed them doing it. He's playing with a rock. We were walking along, discussing what we thought was with the conservatory on that side over there. I glanced to the left and was just walking past something called the Twilight Zone. I'm guessing a nocturnal house, but it could be something more sinister. We'll find out.
Maybe vampires.
Maybe vampires, apparently.
Or werewolves. Who knows?
Oh god. Not what I expected when I walked in here. It appears to be an open enclosure. What's the point in this? I love these light up clouds they have in the nocturnal house, and these little starscapes just above each of the enclosures as well. So this is a naked mole rat enclosure, and I can't really show you them because none of them are in these front sections here. There is one at the very back, little square bit back there, which I consider the naked eye, but I don't think I'm going to get on the camera because it's very difficult to get into that position. But just in there, there's one. Yeah, we were saying how long it took our eyes to adjust once we got in here because it was really dark. I mean, the lighting's really cool, the little starlight thing, but sometimes now I would see the couscous behind, which I can just about pick up on the camera, even at the highest aperture I have, it's still quite difficult.
That was really difficult. I was like, literally, like, this entire room was completely dark for me, and now I can see the light. It's like something, I can see the light, and like, I now finally get to see the couscous.
It's amazing,
yeah. It's amazing.
It's the kind of thing we can never show you on the camera, like how long it took our eyes to adjust to this room. It's a very small nocturnal house. Once you come in it was like, I could not see a thing. Which, so all nocturnal houses a bit. I think because they're not using red lights, they're using little LEDs in the ceilings and some clouds.
Yeah. Now it's like, it's totally worth spending like 2 minutes just getting it. And I just realized that we have actually not one, but two.
Yeah, one on that bit there.
One there. And like, I only thought one. And it's like, wow. Yeah, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's only a small nocturnal house.
It's very small.
Yeah, this is the space we're working with.
I'm like,
so you've got some lizards behind, slender loris behind me there, and naked mole rats over there, which I've got a very slight glimpse of naked mole rats, but not much, and I've not seen the slender loris at all. We have seen the lizard, which I haven't thought knows it is, and we've seen the couscous. And I think we're now going back out into the sun to be blinded.
Yeah, that's
gonna be blinded. The binturong's having a nap in its inside area, so we don't get to smell the popcorn. So I've said in every vlog we've come to see binturong that they smell like popcorn. And I just got Zoe to smell the air, and even though it's not outside, you can still smell a little bit of popcorn in the air, that buttered popcorn smell. Wow. It's so much fun, I love it. Like, I don't know, and if anyone out there knows what it is that makes binturong smell like popcorn, let us know, because that's actually a very interesting another question.
Please let me know. I really want to know why I smell popcorn.
Yeah, it just makes you hungry when you're near a binturong. You just kind of want to sit down, watch a film and have some popcorn. Imagine having a binturong as a pet. Your house would just smell of popcorn all the time.
Does that mean it's a cinema theatre all the day?
Yeah. Been wrong, we'll just live in a cinema now.
Yeah.
We've come down to a bird hide, which is open. I didn't know there was going to be a bird hide here either.
I did not.
Be good to the bees!
Darren, behave.
Never. Okay, yes, this is quite cute, little wetland area. Yeah, so we've had a Japanese garden, a zoo, there's an amazing children's play area, and now a bird hide with like a little wetland area. This zoo's got like a bit of everything. It's a small zoo, but it has a bit of everything you'd want from a zoo. Like everything is happening. You've got nature, you've got the animals, you've got the play area, you've got a Japanese garden. There's a train that isn't even a road train, it's an actual train. So we definitely need to go do that later.
Very bad.
Oh, the dwarf mongoose.
Mongoose. Yeah, I bet.
Oh damn, where did he go? He went there.
Yeah.
Go dwarf mongoose, go!
Yeah, that's why they're
To bed. We found the reptile house and a tunnel.
A tunnel leads to where?
I'm guessing that box in there. Are we going to do it? Are we going to be brave and go for it?
No.
No?
No.
I am. So hope, wish me luck.
Good luck.
It's like Mission Impossible. Hey Zoe!
Hi. It's alive.
Just about. I've made it to the middle. This glass is a bit steamy and you can't see. I can see on that side. Unfortunately, there's no animals.
There is one. You.
Me, I am the exhibit apparently. I'm here to be entertaining. I mean, you can go up that way, but I think I'm going to go back that way towards Zoheb and the reptile house.
Come on.
Okay, reptile house immediately has black and white ruffed lemurs.
Whoa.
I mean, you're not a reptile, but I love you.
Look at that beauty. Look at those beauty.
I love these guys. Look at their eyes.
They're just gorgeous, man.
You just went hunting.
Oh, that is. It's eating.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is just prime.
That is kind of cool.
That is prime.
Well, the animal tree monitor has had fun.
Oh yeah.
Dinner time. Look at him go.
Look at him go, like literally, that's just...
I wasn't recording, but I saw him jump from that branch down, just grab it.
No, that is definitely...
And then he just come back here with it. That was very impressive. Oh, look at that.
That is... It's gorgeous, gorgeous, man. He's been angry. Yeah. Dragonfly, isn't it?
I think some kind of locust.
Whatever it is, I'm like, hey, I'm just...
Yeah, it's a locust. Look, a bird skull. And a bird eating tarantula, which don't actually eat birds, just FYI for everyone. They are big, but they don't eat birds. Yeah, and also a spider that can live for 15 years is mad. So I just learned something about kookaburras from the sign down here. They can eat snakes that are up to 3 foot long. It puts British kingfishers to shame.
Guess what we found?
Number
4. So yeah, 4 so far.
So this is the Carpathian Lynx enclosure. And we've seen one just up in the tree up there, and there's another one behind the tree over there that's kind of, I've seen its tail flick once. But the enclosure is a really nice size, and I also got some enrichment with this box up here, which I'm assuming contained food earlier until they've scoffed it down, so I can see feathers lying around the enclosure where they've had an eat. Yeah, he's come to the middle of that tree there, he's having a nice little rest on a groom a minute ago, looking very beautiful. The lynx has climbed all the way to the top of the tree. It has been an amazing sight seeing it jump up. I just missed it on the camera. Well, I'm sure I couldn't have kept it steady enough anyway, because I'm using my big camera with the big lens to get the shot. He's so far away. He is all the way up this tree here. That's how high he has come. So I've just found out that the binturong enclosure we were looking at earlier used to be the lynx enclosure, and now they've upgraded, put a binturong where the lynx used to be, and the lynx is getting a nice upgrade of much more space, which is beautiful. Moving forward, there's also some wallabies here, it seems. Look at the adorable wallabies.
Wallabies.
Have a nice little nap. Just going around the back there, we have a Scottish wildcat. The Scottish wildcat has an enclosure that goes from there all the way around to here, with these cute little bridges going in between the three enclosures. If you just sort of walk through that one and come down over here. We have our female snowy owl here. We have the male snowy owl down there. The difference being the speckles. The female has speckles and the male doesn't. That tunnel I went through earlier is the outside paddock for the black and white ruffed lemurs. I hadn't realised that. And now they've been fed, they've all come outside. He's enjoying a nice snack there. Look how he's got his mouth.
Like, look at his mouth, he can't fit his mouth.
It's like, I'm hungry, leave me alone. And his friend is being pushed back over there to eat alone.
Can't swallow that damn thing.
It's so big, it's so green, it's just bulging out the side of their cheeks.
Yeah.
We came back to the tiger enclosure and it's out. It only took 2 attempts. Wasn't here this morning. Come back on a wing it before we go to the train, and it was there.
Submission accepted.
That's perfect timing because it has now run back inside and it's gone again. It's like 30 seconds later we would have missed it still. Like, you cannot argue with that. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And he's come back in again. We are being blessed. When we were in the Japanese garden earlier, we chose to walk right towards the rest of the zoo. And looking at maps, there's some enclosures that are actually off to the left, like a little dead end area. And instead of taking the normal route back, we've wandered through some other bits. I feel like we're just getting lost in the Japanese garden a bit now. So people did walk ahead there, so I'm hoping this will take us to some capybara, and I think there was something else down here as well. Might be Mara, but definitely capybara. So it says Mara, but I don't see Mara yet.
Because Mara is inside.
I'm guessing they're in. Oh, I know, I see a little head of a Mara inside, yeah. I'm loving the little feeding tube these guys have got. We have a tapir over here who's just crossing the water.
Hi, fella.
I love tapirs, they're so cool. And the tapir's going back for a swim.
He just shot out like a rocket.
Well, I think that's why he's only going his legs then. What is he doing?
That's how you take a leg.
So if they're anything like capybara, the reason they do it in the water is to discourage predators.
See, that's what you did earlier.
The logic of it is if they pee in the water takes the wee away from their poo, which means it's harder for predators to hunt them because they can't. Predators will use the excrement of prey species to find them. Whereas if your excrement's gone downstream, they don't know where you're living. I don't know if that's what tapirs do, that's what capybara do. And it would be an educated guess of mine to say that tapir do the same.
Yeah, well.
So it seems going left of the Japanese gardens wouldn't have actually got us to these enclosures because there's a waterway. We had to turn left where these sculptures were to come through the reeds. And we've still not seen capybara. I'm sure the map said capybara, but maybe I'm completely wrong. It was tapir I was thinking. We walked straight past capybara, they were there.
Oh,
Just opposite, the tapir enclosure was there. And they were just sat behind the shed there. Just ignored them. And to be fair, they were hidden, so didn't completely ignore them. So there we go. There are capybara down here as well. You haven't scratched that itch, scratch it. So we've walked around all the zoo that we've walked around. We have ending our day with the trip on the train they give the free ticket for at the beginning. It's this little train. We've crammed in here a little bit. A little steam train at the front, which I don't think you can see. I'll get a shot later. And we'll see where the steam train takes us. Okay, you can walk up there. We've not been up there. Meerkats.
Meerkats?
Okay, it turns out there is a section of the zoo we have yet to walk around. We didn't realise you could walk over here.
We didn't work here.
Yeah.
No problem, at least we now know that there are meerkats.
Yeah, so we have got a little bit more to do when we finished in here.
Yeah.
And prairie dogs. Okay, yeah, there's at least a few enclosures we've missed. There's a prairie dog.
Prairie dog.
Are they all prairie dogs? That's a human. There's a human in this exhibit. Homo sapien right there. So that was a little train trip around the zoo. You don't see any of the zoo you don't see on foot, which is good, so you don't have to go if you don't want to. It is a cute little way to keep your feet if you're a bit tired or just want to have go on a train. Who doesn't want to go on a train? The Lynx is still up in that tree, a little bit lower down again now. But the best thing about going on this train is we realised there's a bit of the zoo over there you can walk around that we did see it on the map earlier and I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, and so we're going to see that, some meerkats, prairie dogs and some other enclosures. There's a sign that says reindeer, but I don't think they're a reindeer. We'll find out. But while we were on that little train trip, when we came out the last little bit, there was just the leg of one of those lemur signs. The rest of it's been completely strange. You can just see the leg of it. We didn't get any footage of it, but we're counting it. So that's 5?
Yeah,
5.
5.
We're on 5 now. I have no idea what they're about, but yeah, the leg counts.
Leg counts. We found it. It was very hidden. It was like,
yeah.
So it was a very hidden one.
So it's like a little valley bit you go through at the very end of the train, and it was on the left, and I was filming the right, ironically.
Oh my God.
And Zoe just goes, there. And I'm like, oh yeah, lemur leg.
Lemur leg.
Yeah, meerkats, prairie dogs, and whatever else is on this side of the zoo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We got Brazilian guinea pigs. Oh, look, there's another one. He's so cute. Look at the little prairie dog. It looks like the reindeer enclosure's empty. No reindeer, which is sad, but I think this way takes us to the exit if we go past behind the train, I think. Look at this really cute lemur mug where the lemur and its tail is the handle for the mug. Oh, it's absolutely adorable. So we've just been to the gift shop. There were no pin badges, sadly. There are 2 magnets to pick from. I ended up taking the one that's more colourful and had a picture of a lemur on it because I love lemurs. It's a small gift shop, but that's what we said, from a small zoo. The zoo itself has been amazing. It's not a large zoo. It's definitely a half day out, I think. You don't need a whole day. I think the queue for the train was surprisingly long at the end. Yeah, we had to wait. Like a whole train had to go round before we got to the front. In the summer, I imagine, I hope they run 2 trains at once, because
It's a very long queue. It's a very long queue.
Yeah, although I think it would struggle with the amount of visitors we must get in the summer. I mean, it's, you know, still, there aren't leaves on the tree yet, to give you an idea. But yeah, the zoo itself, the enclosures were a very good size, I think, and you can see there's progress they're making. They're doing what all good zoos do, and they're moving forward with the times. Obviously, Lynx have a new, bigger enclosure, having moved from what is now a binturong enclosure. So yeah, it's nice to see that stepping up. But also, what I've liked is it's not just a zoo. There are elements I didn't expect. I didn't expect the train, and that was just a nice little quirk. As soon as we arrived, they gave us tickets for a train. I was like, oh, okay, just free of charge, just tickets to go on the train. Brilliant. Yeah. So that's just included in the price. And then also, I loved that they've got Japanese gardens.
Oh yeah, the gardens are nice.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's just very zen.
It's very, very small, but again, it's just an element. It's not the zoo. They've not felt they need to just cram animals in everywhere and make sure we've got small enclosures, as many species as we can get. the animals are given a good amount of space each, and they've also utilised parts of the zoo for things that just aren't animal related. Like, also, children didn't vlog any of it. Children's play area is massive.
Oh yeah, that's like there's so much space for children to actually play around, and like we're thinking like that's great.
Yeah, if you've got kids, it's a very good play area.
It's definitely a family place.
But overall, yeah, the animal enclosures are brilliant. Like I say, there's some species here I've not seen in person. The Tyra was amazing to be able to see that, and got such a good long look at that. But yeah, it's been an absolutely lovely zoo around. The Gennets we did see sleeping. When we returned, they weren't sleeping. They weren't anywhere. So I've not actually seen that, but I saw them curled up. But still nice to have seen them even curled up.
Yeah, especially with the lynx when we were like
Yeah,
we
so
were
come
not
to the tree.
able to you know, get a perfect view, and then suddenly within just a minute or two we see it in its full fledged, and we're just like, it's amazing.
It was actually incredible. It was like, I saw a tail flick up and was like, oh, we're not really getting a good look at the lynx. And then we saw, we walked along and we saw some people looking up a tree, and was like, oh, it's in the tree. And it was like trying to get some good shots of him looking at it, but his head kept being covered by the branch. And I'm like, oh, well, we've got a reasonably good look. And it just stood up and leapt up the tree to the very top. And we're like, that's amazing.
And it was looking at us. It was literally looking at us, like literally as if it was telling. It was like a sign, like,
it was,
take my photo.
It was such a good shot. And then obviously the black and white ruffed lemurs were out having some food at the end. That was really nice to see. And what was the other one we saw that was? Oh, that lizard. The what was lizard? The emerald tree monitor.
Emerald tree monitor. Yeah.
Suddenly catching the cricket or the locust. That was really cool. I've never actually seen anyone do that before. But it was like having just a good munch down. It was like, I didn't have the camera at the time, but I just saw it leap. And it just climbed back out. By the time I got the camera running, and it was just chewing on this insect. That was very cool. So yeah, it is well worth a day out.
So a thumbs up?
I would give this a major thumbs up. This is a very good zoo. I highly recommend coming to visit. Like, it's just down by Reading. It's very small. I'm going to keep saying that, but that's not a bad thing. It uses the space it has very well. I have really enjoyed this zoo. Yeah. Thank you for joining us today, guys.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you for the next one.
Peace.
Bye, guys.